5-minute ribs. Now I know what you're thinking, Grill Sergeant, you're gonna be like smoking at 2,000 degrees? No, 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 let me explain. Smoking low and slow, a lot of people don't have enough time. Some barbecues take 4 to 6 to 12 to 14 hours. And I found there's a difference how long the meat is actually inside the smoker versus actually how much time you're actually putting forth to get good barbecue. So today's challenge isn't that these ribs are gonna cook in 5 minutes. Between opening up these spare ribs, trimming them up, seasoning them, loading up the smoker, getting wood in the smoker, it's gonna be under 5 minutes. And at that point, it's literally set it, forget it, and in 4 hours, I'm eating really good ribs. So what we're working with here, got it at HEB. These spare ribs, I'm gonna be trimming up and turning them into St. Louis style. For rubs, I'm going to be using Suckle Busters. The first one is going to be Suckle Busters SPG. The second coating is going to be Suckle Busters Hogwaller. Really, really good combo for ribs. After she's seasoned up, we're gonna put her in the smoker. Now, as far as the smoker I'm gonna be using today, it is the Smoke and Tex. This thing is just crazy simple to use, and it's super, super efficient. So for fuel, we're going to be using B&B Championship Wood try to say that 5 times fast. Championship Wood Chips. It's going to bring a nice Texas style flavor to these ribs. So I'm going to put a stopwatch on, and here's the deal. My guess is I can do it in under 5 minutes. If I'm wrong, I'll make it good on you. I'll drop down. I'll give you 20 push-ups. I'm not going to cut corners. I'm going to show you everything that I normally do, but I'm telling you, man, it is quick. All right, so let's pull up a timer. Y'all ready for this? Let's go. We are on. All right, so I usually like cutting open the back of the bag just because that's where the membrane is, and that's kind of like the ugh side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start, I have some paper towels, and I'm going to just start patting down these ribs. Just give them a good pat down. And I kind of want to just pat them down before I get them onto my cutting board. So ribs are patted down. Let's get this off. All right. And then I will do one more pat down. Now on the back, you have this membrane. Some people remove it. For me, I'm actually just gonna take my knife and we're just gonna come through here and we're just gonna score the membrane. Now, you might think, man, that's just crazy, but so many tests done lately where you don't actually need to remove the membrane, and so that is good to go. So to trim up a spare rib, you have this line that goes across. So we kind of just want to square these out right now. So I'm just going to take my knife and we're just going to come along here. And, okay, beautiful. And now you're going to go and you're going to find to where this end is going to start sloping down on this side. And we're going to make our cut here. Beautiful. And that is pretty much it for trimming. Now on the back side of the rib, I'm going to start first. I'm going to start with the SPG. I'm going to coat it with SPG first. I'm going to pat that down. Now we're going to hit it up with the Hogwaller. Pat that down. I'm going to flip it over. Now this is the good side. This is the side we're going to want to take things a little bit slower. And we're just going to do a first coating of the SPG. It's basically salt, pepper, and garlic. Provides a nice base flavor. And to be honest, you could actually just leave it at like that. But to me, for color and just a little bit of kick of heat, this does really, really well. So look at that. Look at that color pop already. Very good. Just pat that down lightly. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take on our board, put some seasoning down right here, and I'm just going to dip the sides in. Boom. All right. Ribs are done. We're at 3 minutes. Beautiful. I'm going to open this thing up. Now this right here, what I just took out, this is basically where you put your wood chips. And so inside here, let me get my gloves off. We're gonna put, actually just open this up. And so you just put your wood chips on. Now, how much wood chips you use, that's kind of up to you, but usually what I like doing is coating enough wood chips to where it kind of covers the bottom. You'd be very surprised that even you get a very strong smoke taste. So you don't actually need a lot of wood chips. So there we go, wood chips are in. Now let me put this in here. Oof. All right, now let me get my rack of ribs into the smoker. And we are going to close it down. Whoop. All right. 4 minutes. Now all I have to do, I'm just going to turn this knob right here. That's it. Time. So 4 minutes, 30 seconds. That's what I'm talking about. I almost thought at one point I was gonna have to do 20 push-ups, but so what's cool about this smoker is it is really just set it and forget it. And this thing just works like a champ. So the thing with the Smoke Intex is it's so insulated that if it's 250 degrees in there, bro, it is 250 degrees and it's like, there is no heat loss. It is just so well insulated at trapping that heat and smoke in. So in maybe about 5 minutes, you'll actually start seeing this thing produce a lot of smoke. And in 4 hours, we're gonna turn back in, and by that time, they are going to be ready. I feel like I'm lying now, 5-minute ribs. It was actually 4 minutes and 30 seconds. But it's all good. So, all right, I'll see you guys in 4 hours, all right? All right, guys, we hit the 4-hour mark. I did not open up this smoker at all. I got my barbecue thermometer. Let's go check on these ribs. I'm guessing it's probably gonna be anywhere between 203 to 205. Let's go check it out. All right, so at this point, what I like doing is, since I put it on butcher paper, kind of like just to wrap it up right now, because you have to let your meat rest, no matter what you're doing. If it's ribs, if it's brisket, pulled pork, gotta let it rest for a little bit. I'm gonna let this rest for about 10-15 minutes, and then we're gonna carve in. Now, can you make tastier ribs by babysitting them longer? Absolutely. Don't get me wrong. I'll link a video called 3-2-1 ribs, and you're gonna get out some tin foil and put butter and brown sugar and honey, and it's a much more involved process, and you do actually reap the rewards of that. But for something as simple as you just saw, not even 5 minutes, throw it in there, and I just want some good ribs. I just want them like just super tender, super juicy, super flavorful. You cannot beat this. And this is just to show you, in under 5 minutes, you can just get mouth-watering, tasty ribs. So now this is the hardest part, the wait. But 10 minutes, we're gonna be eating good. Transition. Now at this point, if you want to add some sauce, go for it. This is Uncle Steve's, the sauce with no name. Beautiful. Color on that thing. Favorite part? Taste test. Unreal. The amount of juice, tenderness, fall off the bone, the amount of flavor you get for only 5 minutes of worth of effort. This is as good and easy as it gets. I'm gonna go bring these in, feed the family. Any questions, drop them in the comment section. I'll catch you guys in the next one, all right? Grill Sergeant out.